Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the cusp of getting potentially maybe one of the best online and multiplayer experiences in recent modern gaming, not just from a game's perspective and what it's going to bring, but also potentially from a content creation angle as well with places like YouTube, Twitch, and any other streaming service and social media platform. Today in this video, I'm going to explain why I think Counter-Strike 2 is going to be the game that, at least for the foreseeable future, revives that space where people reside and bring it back from its current stale and boring nature, as much as that might suck to say. And real quickly before we get into the video, I want to put a disclaimer here. I have not in my life consistently played the game of Counter-Strike. As a matter of fact, as you'll see on my channel, there is one video which showcases me playing my first ever actual game of CSGO. It didn't go well in any way, shape, or form, and overall it's a game that for me, at least on PC anyways, is simply just not going to work out. I've always been a controller guy, first and foremost, and from what I hear, it does have controller support, so maybe down the line, when CS2 comes out, I'll get into it more with that support. So again, just as a preface, I am not going to sit here and discuss everything that a regular CSGO player would know about the game, and I am only going to be talking about it from an outside perspective based on general multiplayer online gaming and how it's currently being marketed to the public after the first couple of sneak peeks that we have gotten. In a tweet thread from Jake Lucky, he lists off a bunch of things that are going to be coming to the game. Looking at this list in general, there are a few things that again I can't speak to because I'm not that familiar with them, but the few that catch my eye are high-res skins and weapon finishes, new gameplay visuals and effects, completely overhauled maps, and the ability to keep existing inventories. I think those are very solid good things coming to the game, and overall will give the game more of a cleaner feel to it and an updated look, especially since that's one of the big talking points, is that they want to update its vibe and its atmosphere to make it more fresh and not look as old as it does from the original version. I know some people might get annoyed by that, but there's nothing here that says that it would hurt it in any way. In terms of the improved tick rate, again, I'm not a PC guy, so I don't know anything about that kind of stuff and how it works, but from what I've read, that is a very good thing. The inventories are very major because, as an example, Warzone with Call of Duty did not do this, which a lot of people looked at as a major mistake, and here with CSGO, it's great that they know that a lot went into getting those inventories in the first place for a lot of players, and they want to make sure that it is kept for them. And again, with regards to everything around the gameplay with smokes and so on and so forth, everything around that looks very cool, but I can't speak to it. It's been getting a lot of positive feedback from the fans and as well from the people who they brought in to test the game. I watched a full half hour or so of the commentators and analysts for the pro side talk it down and break down everything around it, and they were genuinely very positive about what they saw. Again, I wish that that was something that Call of Duty would do, but unfortunately, they just don't want to. Another thing that's catching people's eyes is the idea around community support and the ability to allow the community to create their own maps as well as get much faster updates out when needed. Again, this is something that I wish a franchise like Halo or Call of Duty would learn from when we talk about big first-person shooter franchises. Customized and community support is absolutely needed in online games and is something that we are seeing less of in today's day and age. While Halo Infinite did have a Forge mode, it released way too late in the game to the point where nobody really cared about it anymore. Yeah, of course there have been a lot of people that have made great things out of the Forge mode right now, but they're not getting as much attention as they should because nobody cares about the game. Here, it looks like CS2 is going to release with that, which is perfect. From the looks of it, the developers over at Valve looked like they know what to do with the game, and they want to make sure that fans appreciate it as much as possible. CSGO has been one of the longest lasting first-person shooter games in the world, and consistently been one of the most popular to where you could easily say that it has outshined just about any other franchise in the genre. The main topic of discussion that we will end this video off by talking about is how it will affect the content creation side of things. Of course, we know that CSGO as the game has given so many people the ability to create great and valuable content around it, from live streaming to making YouTube videos and even giving it an esport that has continued to be maybe the biggest esport in the world consistently from a viewership perspective. CSGO tournaments always do well from that standpoint and are very entertaining to watch. I think overall this new version of the game is going to help all those areas, not just because the game is fun and entertaining to watch, but because of everything that I've already mentioned in the video as it is. It seems like they knew how to please the community, and when that happens, you are going to get good reception from it for people to want to actually make content out of it. Again, to use the example of games like Halo and Call of Duty, neither of those two games did anything remotely close to that, and I've seen significant drops just about every month in who wants to make videos or live stream those games themselves. I think Counter-Strike 2 is going to offer so much more for that reason alone. It'll give me the ability to want to watch more of the pro scene and watch some of my favorite content creators like a guy named Smitty, for example, who I'm not sure if anybody here will know that name. He is arguably maybe one of the funniest gaming YouTubers in the space right now. He and his buddies tend to make CSGO videos every now and then, and I imagine that'll ramp up with this new version drops. Again, these are all very good things, and I have a feeling we are going to be met with a good surprise, at least I'm hoping so, when this drops in the summer. The only two things, in my opinion, that could severely kill anyone's anticipation to want to play this game would be any monetization practices that could have come from the corporate side of Valve, like a battle pass for example, or forcing people to pay extra money for this version when it's literally just the same game with a reskin and other various different changes. I would hope it would just be like a massive update that people need to put into their game. So far, it doesn't seem like they are going to go that route, so we are good for the time being. I know the game already has its version of supply drops and supply crates and whatnot that you put real money into to buy, but all that stuff is more for customization, regardless how expensive it is and not pay to win. The second you put anything pay to win in your game, you've already lost a massive group of your fan base, but again, it doesn't look like they are going down that route, which is good. So now I throw the question to you guys out there who might watch this video. What do you think of everything I had to say, and also just about this announcement in general, whether you are a CSGO player or not? Are you going to be someone like me who doesn't play the game at all and is now potentially going to try and play it? Or as a current player already on the game, how excited are you to see this new version after playing the same game for so many years on that old looking version? Let me know down below in the comments. I would greatly appreciate that, and please do like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you are new here. I hope you all have a wonderful and great rest of your days. Be safe out there, and this is Orion, signing out.